What's going on, guys? GodFox115 here. Um, oh, let me turn that down. I need to turn that video down. Alright, well, this video is gonna be kind of wonky because I don't have my, editing software, and, I'll have it pretty soon, but it's gonna take a bit of time to get, just because, I kind of broke right now. Um, yeah, so I'm bringing y'all another story time. I haven't told a story in this channel for about maybe 2 years. And let's see if my story time skills gotten quite better probably. But I'm about to graduate high school and I'm getting a PC, or I'm gonna build a PC in better terms. So when I build that PC, pump out better videos, get better gameplay videos, we get better recording, better sound quality, and so y'all will be happy with what I'm gonna be creating. And today I want to tell a story about, it's like one of the scariest stories that have that's happened to me. It's happened to my friend too, Easy Bake 03. But well, let's just get into it because it's just kind of like it was really traumatic for me. Um, Basically, what happened was, after school, I dropped off Easy Bake to my friend's house, and my friend wanted to know if I wanted to come over, and I said, well, maybe. Well, it depends how I feel and like if I can make it on time, if there's a schedule, if I have the right schedule to do it. So he says okay. So we end up I end up dropping off Easy Bacon and I end up leaving to go home. I'm doing whatever I am, yada yada yada. You know what it is. So time comes. My mom says it's okay to go to his house. I'm like, all right, sweet. I'll make it there soon. So recently, my dog, Miss Piggy, had just broken her collar because she was being dumb and chewing it. So I needed to buy a replacement collar, and this is going to be important in a bit. So I'm driving down the road and everything to get to my friend's house, and I end up seeing Easy Bake there as well, just sitting there on his phone. And I'm like, hey, yo, you want to go to PetSmart with me to go get a collar? And he's like, yeah, sure. I like to go right now, and so we ask our other friend if it's okay if he can go, and so he says, yeah, go ahead, just be careful. So it's night, and it's like probably 11 or 10. So we're going on the road. It's taking about like 20 minutes to get over there, and when we get over there, it takes a bit of time to go because there's a big line. So when we get over there, it's like, okay, so it's how I explain it is kind of weird, and I'm sorry for stuttering as well, cause like I'm not, it's not pre-recorded. I'm doing this all live. So um because we're there in PetSmart and we had to wait in line, it just takes us a bit longer to get what I needed to get. So I'm in there and we see a bunch of dog treats, and he's big thinking about getting stuff for his dog at home, and I'm like, oh, you can get it, and he's like, nah, I don't want to. And I'm like, all right then. And so we end up going to get the collar that we needed. And when we get the collar, I'm like, I don't know, it kind of feels weird going home at night, but oh well. It just went through my mind. So we make the collar and everything. We get to the line and we get to the store. And so as we get it, we go to the store. And once we get to the store, we get to the car and we're talking a bit like, I don't know if it's gonna be really safe to go home at this late because it was like 11:30, almost like 12 in the morning. So at the time, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine because beforehand I had a thought in my head like, I don't want to go alone, so that's why I invited Easy Bake along. So we went together, and that should have been like a red flag saying like, oh, uh, don't go, don't go at all. And so I just went along. I should have trusted my gut. So I went out of the store with the collar. I was waiting. I was really excited to give it to Miss Piggy because Miss Piggy's a spoiled little dog. So we get out. We go to we start driving on the highway, and it takes us about another 20 minutes. We're like probably about a mile away from our friend's house. So me and he's big. We're just laughing, talking, listening to music in the car, and out of nowhere, like I see these bright lights, like in the back of the rearview mirror, and I'm like I've noticed it, but I just had it in the back of my mind. But I look in the rearview mirror, and this car, this truck, is just right behind me, like tailgating me. It's like 1 inch away from my trunk, and I kind of freak out. I'm like, oh shit. And so like I kind of speed up a little bit because I'm afraid he's gonna hit me. And we're going off an exit, and how like to picture it for y'all guys, uh, going off the exit is just like one lane. There's no two lanes. And this guy, I don't know what he was trying to do. Like either he was trying to get around me or he was just trying to like hit me on purpose, and I don't know what he was doing. And so when I'm driving, I see it happen. He's trying to like get closer to me, so I just kind of speed up just a little bit, just to see what's gonna happen. And he ends up full like turning like to the side real fast and aggressively, and he ends up crashing into the wall. And I'm like, oh my god, he just crashed. We just saw a man crashed, and we didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know if like to call 911 or anything. I'm like still driving, and he's big like, oh, he crashed, oh, and I'm like, oh my god, my heart. So basically, we're going through the road, and I'm watching the guy to see if he's okay, like, cause I can't stop. It's like a main road, and so when I'm watching him, he gets out of the ditch that he crashed in. Like I saw sparks go everywhere as well. He gets out of it and he proceeds to follow us. And I'm like, oh my god, he's following us now. He's probably mad at us. I don't know what we did. So me and him were debating if we should call the police or not, and we don't know because it's just so scary to think about like what's gonna happen. We just didn't know what to do, and it just took us a while to debate. And I told him, I told Easybake, I'm like, you know what? Like, okay, guys, what I just did in this video, okay? So basically, what I did was I just full on like sped the road because like I'm like I think I can get away from this guy. So don't ever do that. Always call the police because you don't know if they can just catch up to you. So I just estimated because I'm like, oh, he has a beat down car like from like 2007. I have a 2015 car, so like I'm just speeding up, and when I'm getting through the area, I'm getting through the area. I'm going up the road, and there's a bridge that intersects into a highway, and I'm trying to get off the bridge, and I'm going, and I'm looking down the bridge where I was just at, and I see the guy taking the same path as we are, and he's trying to get to us. I'm like, oh my god, now, okay, it just confirms my suspicions. He's following us. So we're panicking super hard, and like we don't know what to do. We're just trying to outrun him, well, outdrive him, and as we get down the bridge, I see a bunch of other cars in front of me. I'm like, okay, maybe I can just lose him in the other cars because it's nighttime. There's no way he's gonna see like the color disappear into the darkness. So we're going, and we get in front of a bunch of other cars, and I'm watching the guy, and he ends up turning into another area. So we did lose him eventually, and so me and him just don't know what to do, and that was the end of it. And we just went to our friend's house because we just came back from PetSmart, and we just said let's not tell anyone, not just yet, because we're just too scared to say anything. And so we're just at home. We're just at our friend's house, just playing like a gambling game, and it was pretty funny. Got our minds off it for a bit, and like it just came back, and then we ended up telling our parents, and we didn't get in trouble, but like it was just like a really scary experience. Like they did say call the police and not try to outdrive the guy, which is a good idea to do. Don't be like me, a big dum dum, and not call them. So yeah, just make sure you drive safe. And if you ever have a gut feeling about like uh any like situation about like, oh, I don't want to do it alone, don't go at all. That's just my opinion. Don't go at all, okay? Like something bad will happen, like what happened to us. So yeah, that's just one of the dramatic, like I think it's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And this is like this, like I guess a true scary story that I have that like probably only one of y'all will see, or not one of y'all. How do I rephrase that? Only I will only have one video of a scary story probably, unless something else happens to me that's really scary, and I'll tell it on here. But yeah, I haven't made a story time video in like 2 years, and I hope y'all enjoy this one. Trying to get back into story times, because I really miss telling stories on this channel. Um, but yeah, stay safe out there, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, guys, see ya.